Allie Palmer, and I will be presenting The Wizard of Oz that came out in 1939 from Chapter 9. So just a little overview about The Wizard of Oz. Again, it came out in 1939, and it was produced by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. It was based off of the novel The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by Frank Baum. It was a musical that had compositions from Harold Arlen, adaptations from Herbert Shorthart, and lyrics by Edgar Harburg. It was directed by Victor Fleming, and it was done in Technicolor and won 6 Academy Awards. This was the first movie that made actual national television that was done fully in color. So some things about The Wizard of Oz that helped provide value to the film. It was kind of made as the populist movement was ending. The popular movement was basically dealing with farmers and urban workers and just their struggles in not getting along and not really understanding each other. But this children's movie, The Wizard of Oz, was just kind of a way to show it in a realistic and fun way, and to kind of show why it needed to end. The film has been able to adapt to the audience over years. It wasn't the most popular when it came out, but it's been around for a long time now, and it just continues to grow in popularity because it teaches a lesson to anyone that will watch it. And then by adding music, they're really adding to the story. And because sometimes music can take away from a film, but they really use the music to just make it fun and entertaining and just kind of bring life to the characters. And then they use framing in a specific way to make the props and the people work together throughout the film. So these are just specific examples of different uses of value throughout the movie. So the tornado at the beginning was a special effect where they used and created high winds, and then they used smoke to just really create that tornadic look. They used an aerial shot, which isn't the most popular. They did use long and short shots, but they did an aerial shot when Dorothy and her companions were walking through the woods, showed like the whole land. The use of focus in the tornado, the neighbor turns into the witch, and the camera just uses the angles and the lightings to kind of create that shift as Dorothy is traveling from her world into Oz. And then Dorothy opening the door in the land of Oz uses the color to just really show the shift in her imagination. Again, color was a very new and exciting thing when this movie did come out, and so it being done in color was just also really exciting. So some central ideas and techniques. The themes of Wizard of Oz can really be found in the characters. So the major ones are confidence, which is shown in the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man. Having a sense of being content is shown by Dorothy, and good winning in the end is shown when they defeat the Wicked Witch. The characters really live this out. As the story is being told, they work together in their new friendships to defeat the evil and find what they were missing. So again, confidence by the Scarecrow. He didn't have a brain, but he had to be confident in himself. The Lion, who was so scared, had to find confidence in himself. And then the Tin Man, who didn't have a heart, didn't believe that, without the heart, just didn't feel like he could really live out. And so all three of them had to find confidence, and Dorothy as well had to find confidence to be able to defeat the Wicked Witch, and then just learning to love where she was and not wishing to be somewhere else so that she could go home. And then they use many techniques in the film, from again long and short shots and even the aerial shot. They were new in the use of color, being the first national movie to have color, they utilized camera angles and lighting to create different scenes, from the dark woods to the bright lights with the munchkins, and special effects were used to make the film more realistic, such as in the tornado. And that is all about The Wizard of Oz. I personally really enjoyed this movie as a child, and I still enjoy it today. I think that the use of the story and just the theme and the lesson it teaches, and then also just appreciating how the film was made and how they used makeup and shots and sound to just create a story that has stayed alive for all of these years.